Welcome back to your weekly reminder to piss yourself. I'm Aidan Maloney. This is Kevan Boland, AK219, the only podcast where we unequivocally advocate. Are you okay, buddy?
No, keep going.
Well, okay,
keep going.
we unequivocally advocate for pissing in your own pants. 100% of the time, especially while you're on the clock. Burning questions ends the show. WTF in the middle, but we can't get there without starting off with the vibe of the week. Something fun, funny, wholesome, that's happened in the last 7 days. Kev, you've been missing, and then you came back just in time for the show.
Yes.
Where you been?
I was in Kuwait.
Kuwait? If I brought a globe out, I guarantee you could not point to me where Kuwait is.
There's no need to call me out like that, Aidan, but thanks anyway.
You're welcome.
Chicago is the equivalent to Kuwait, so...
What do you know about the socioeconomic issues of Kuwait? Huh? You care to comment?
It's dry out there.
Do you think it's dry out there?
I know it's dry out there. I was just there.
In Kuwait?
In Kuwait. Yeah.
I thought you said Chicago.
It's like Kuwait. Alright.
It's like saying pissing yourself, which you should do at home, is like not pissing yourself.
Or do it at work, like you said
like
2 minutes ago,
well.
because then you get to go home.
Or you just get to be paid to have wet drawers, you know what I'm saying?
But like in these freezing temps, your pants are going to
But that's only if you
hard.
work outside like me.
Yeah.
My pants are already hard. The piss is just making it harder.
So I had to do
Please,
some traveling
start.
for work this week. I went to Illinois to do inventories for 2 stores out there.
Did any of them get robbed?
No.
Oh, you hate to
but
see that.
there was a lot of like anti-theft security shit at the store in Chicago Ridge.
Wow.
Because it's in a mall and it's in an okay part of okay part of Illinois. Like it wasn't like that bad, but like all the expensive Nike apparel and
did they all have even had tags on them?
Well, they always had the tags on them, but like how it was set up there in Chicago Rigs, they had like these weird boxes like with an extra security sensor on it that was literally locked to the wall, so you couldn't even take it off to try it on without asking someone to come and unlock it.
Wow.
And they even had like golf balls in the, which didn't make sense to me, but they had them in like these, I don't really know what to call them, just like protective cases almost, like a whole ass.
Oh, like a plastic case over the case of golf balls?
Yeah.
I've seen that. Like, I've seen the images of people who go to like Target and like the entire like toiletry section is all like completely blocked off. Like you need someone to get a key for you just to get like razors or something. Yeah.
In Target?
Yeah.
Why?
Not the Target nearby, but there are Targets.
It's fucking toiletries. What?
Right. Well, but then again, if you think about how expensive a 3-pack of razors are, like $21 for 3 razors, people just pocket that.
Well, I got my razor for free, and my electrical one I only bought for like $30.
That's true. I think I got mine for 20. And by the way, it almost stopped working. Like the battery's gonzo.
You don't have a charger?
No, I need it plugged into the wall for it to work. Like the battery's done.
Oh.
Kaput. But yeah, I have seen
If you weren't so goddamn hairy, you wouldn't need to shave every fucking day.
That's what I'm saying, but I can't stop it.
I
can only bathe in Nair so frequently.
I wish I couldn't stop it, so I'd actually have a beard as thick as yours. Or Zach, for that matter.
Just gotta commit to it, man.
Anyway, we got off the highway, but let's get back onto it. Because actually, it's funny, I was on the highway getting to Illinois.
Do you have to take the toll road?
No, I could have, but I'm not paying.
Oh, you don't get reimbursed for the tolls.
Oh no. I probably do. I just didn't want to fucking take the toll road.
Oh, the hassle. Yeah.
Well, I know it's quicker, but it's fuck you. You ain't getting my fucking 30 cents.
That's true, and also
to what? Improve the roads? You don't.
Yeah.
You don't improve the roads.
And also, if you just take a bit of a longer route, maybe you put a couple more miles on.
That's what I did.
That's what you did.
So the drive there wasn't too bad for Chicago traffic. It wasn't even like really traffic. It was congested, but like we weren't going 20 miles an hour on 94. But when I got into Illinois, I forget the area where I was, but there's this little river and this little bridge that you got to cross. And on my way there, I was crossing the bridge, and on the left side of me, there was a huge accident on the bridge. I saw like 2 cars flipped over.
Holy
it was
shit.
all blocked off. That traffic was horrible. It was backed up to fucking
forever.
Naperville.
Kuwait, even.
Kuwait. So much traffic in Kuwait. Everyone has access to a vehicle in Kuwait.
Because it's so dry, they need to get around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunday night was pretty chill in Chicago Ridge. It went better than everyone expected. The only thing that really pissed me off was the fact that they fed us right before we started, which didn't make sense to me because...
Wouldn't you want to do it in the middle of the shift?
Yeah, that's what we usually do, but I had eaten before I got there, so I wasn't even really hungry for the food that they were offering, so I'm like, okay, so I had a shitload of chips and cookies and shit to keep me awake. But we got done Sunday night about 1 in the morning. We were scheduled 6:15 to 3:15 in the morning.
Oh, so you finished early?
6:15 p.m. to 3:15 a.m. We finished early, came back to the hotel, which me and another coworker, Benji, got a hotel midway between Chicago Ridge and Glenview, because that was the other store that we did.
Did you share a room?
We did. No, we did.
Was it pretty hot?
But Benji is
he's a good-looking man.
Benji is a good man. I'll say that.
He's
in his 50s. He's our bike tech.
A good length?
Or
more of a girth guy?
I don't know.
So it didn't get
I wasn't conscious for it.
It didn't get... Oh, that's very alarming, Kevin.
But...
that's really alarming.
You know, I'm not surprised that he has dentures, but I was surprised that he has dentures, because he does smoke a lot.
Oh.
But, like, he told me, he said, I don't want to freak you out, but, like, if you got to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or something, and you see, like, a little cup in the bathroom with dentures in it, those are mine. He's like, don't be freaked out. I'm like, okay, like, that won't freak me out. But then, like, right before we went to, because still didn't fall asleep till, like, 4 in the morning, because...
Damn.
I brought my PlayStation because...
You idiot.
What else?
Of course you... Well, honestly...
What else am I going to do?
I immediately rescind the statement of me calling you an idiot, because that is smart to do, because you got to pass the time.
Yeah.
But come on. It's 4 a.m.,
It's
dude.
so easy. Well, no, we got back to the hotel at like 1:30. I wasn't really tired because I took a nap before I left.
Smart.
Sunday, you know, so I could be awake for my whole shift. But went to bed at 4. I was still up at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But when I was talking to Benji before we went to sleep, I forgot that he took his dentures out, so he's all fucking... I'm like, oh God, Benji. I'm like, Jesus. This is so weird sounding.
Benji.
And then we had breakfast at IHOP together. It was a little breakfast date.
Oh, cute. Did he have his nice teeth in?
Oh, yeah, he had his nice teeth in.
Yeah.
I think his bill was like $15. Mine was $33. I'm a slut for breakfast food. I got, like, IHOP's got these new breakfast taco things.
Not sponsored, but do tell me about them.
Pretty good. 2 of them, they come with salsa. I didn't fucking use the salsa, but it's just scrambled eggs, bacon, and like 3 different types of cheese in this little flour tortilla.
Okay, that sounds pretty damn good.
And then I got...
Sounds better with salsa.
2 pancakes, a piece of French toast, bacon, sausage, eggs. I ate a lot.
You ate a lot, yeah.
But it was good. Then we just came back to the hotel, chilled, took another nap, and then we went to Glenview, which was a double-decker Dick's. It's quite big. Quite large.
So this Dick's was huge.
It was huge. And the way that they did it at Glenview really pissed me off.
What'd they do different?
We had enough people to get it done in ample amount of time.
Sure.
I mean, we still got out of there at 2:30. Once again, we were scheduled till 3:15.
So that's not bad.
They had me and 2 other guys start in golf.
Okay.
So a team of fucking 3 in golf. And their golf department was huge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I started in one corner. The other guy went to start in the other corner with the golf apparel. And by the time I got done with everything that I had to do, I ended up reaching over to that side, and none of it was done.
What the hell was homie doing?
I don't know. I wish I could fucking tell you, but I started at one corner with like this weird stand of umbrellas, you know, golf umbrellas, because we play golf in the rain.
What?
And then fucking I had to deal with all the grips and the gloves. It was horrible. A whole 16-foot section of fucking golf gloves.
Oh my God.
And because
16 feet of golf gloves.
Because it's inventory, typically, I mean, I was only able to do, like, I scanned the specific barcode to bulk scan stuff.
Oh.
So, like, if there's a bin of grips and they're all the same, you have to individually scan everything.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
But if they're all the same, they let you, like, scan this bulk thing, and, like, you scan it once, you type how many are there.
Okay.
So the grips didn't take me that long, but for the golf gloves, because it's not organized at all. Because you got men's cadet left, men's left. I guess that's different. I don't know what the difference is, but the UPC is different. Why? So that took me like a good hour, I'd say, that whole 16 feet of golf gloves.
Damn.
So it was just annoying, but we still ended up getting out of there at a decent time. The only thing that sucked was the fact that it was literally negative 20 degrees.
You didn't have to work outside, though, right?
No, but, like,
getting
starting my car up.
Oh, sure.
Fucking afraid that it wouldn't start.
Yeah.
And I ended up just leaving from the store, and I came back home. I got home about 4 in the morning. Talked with my dad before he went into work. And then crashed out and fucking woke up around, oh, God, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, that was
spent.
Yeah. What was that, Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah. I was thinking about doing it Tuesday, but I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, we were planning on recording Tuesday. We usually, of course, this is background stuff. It's not super imperative. But usually for AK219, we record Tuesday or Wednesday so I can edit, process, and upload by Friday. And then, I think you sent me a text of like, oh, I'm kind of tired, man. I think I'm going to have a nap. And I was like, oh, okay, just shoot me a text when you wake up. We'll see what time it is. And then I never heard back from you on Tuesday. And I was like, oh, dude must be snoozing.
Let's see for the evidence here.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tuesday.
So it was Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
What are we looking at, Kay?
Yep, that's right. Fucking...
so in the afternoon.
Said I was still in Illinois Monday.
Right.
Because I was.
Yep.
And I said inventory. I got home around 5 a.m.
Yeah.
That was the same morning I woke up at like 9:30 for no fucking reason.
Oh, And
I saw your message, so I'm just like, I don't know. I said, I don't know why the fuck I'm awake. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
well, you said you'd be home around 1:30, and I messaged you at 1, but I fell back asleep after 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That checks out.
I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Not today.
Oh, well. It's fine. I still have plenty of time to do the rest of the back end stuff. But yeah, that's the trouble of working overnights is like...
I get time paid for the however long it took me to get there. That's my hourly rate on top of mileage. So I got all that tracked. I'm just waiting to turn that in so I can get paid for it.
Good.
But this week was kind of, I wouldn't say uneventful, but I had a couple extra days off because of the midnights.
True.
Played hockey this week already. Kind of meh. Didn't play too hot last night, but, you have nights like that.
True. Especially on a recovering sleep schedule.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
And I was so pissed, too, because I played both games, one in Portage at 6:30 and then one in Crown Point at 8:30.
Right.
And my captain, Will, was just like, you're a fucking Iron Man. He's like, you get a Red Bull. I'm like, okay. And he gives it to me at Crown Point because he gave it to me at Portage.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'll take it when we get to Crown Point. And before, we all thought the ice was ready. So I opened my Red Bull. I fucking slam it.
Oh, my God.
I'm literally, like, jittering. I'm shaking.
Hyped.
And they're just like... They weren't talking shit about me, but they're like, man, Kev's going to get an offside call in the fucking net somehow. Because, you could see me. I'm just sitting there. I'm trying to, fucking, let's go. Let's fucking start the game. And I walk out there, and the Zamboni just started fucking doing the ice. I'm like, what the fuck? So I slammed another one.
Oh, my God.
So that must have not really... I definitely crashed during the game because I started playing like ass. But more hockey at the end of this week. And I have some stupid bullshit mandatory training Sunday night from 7 p.m. to 9:30.
To train for what?
I don't know, but a buddy of mine asked me to play hockey for him in Hammond Sunday at 5:30 in the afternoon, which I can't because I got to do this mandatory training bullshit.
That's bogus, man.
So, it is what it is. Next week should be pretty light, but the week after that, though, they have me scheduled 6 shifts.
Oh, damn.
39 hours.
Yeah.
So that's good, at least.
It's good hours.
It's good hours.
Working 6 days is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, Sunday through Friday.
That's whack. Mm-hmm. That's whack as balls, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
That sucks.
So at some point, hopefully in the foreseeable future, I really just have the craving to just drink a whole bottle of any alcohol, any liquor.
Sure. Yeah.
Anything.
Just see how it pans out for you.
Except tequila.
Man, I hate tequila.
No. I want to get fucking piss drunk.
Well, tequila would do that.
But I don't like the taste of it. See, that's the thing. I'd rather enjoy the bottle rather than take a sip from it and yak.
Sure. No, I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I despise tequila because it tastes gross and it makes my tummy upset.
But that's it for me.
So does red wine, actually. Well, that's fantastic.
Who the fuck drinks wine?
I love white wine.
We're men.
I don't like red wine, though.
I don't like...
It makes my tummy unhappy.
I don't like white wine.
Why?
Because.
Because what?
It's white.
Fair enough point. I've been pretty actually very, very cold. There's been a cold spell in the Midwest for us, which we did bring...
An Arctic blast, as one might say.
Yeah, an Arctic bust. But yeah, that...
bussy.
We Show me your Arctic bussy. But we mentioned that a little bit last week, but it has gotten even colder since then. Luckily, by the time this episode airs, it will begin to warm up a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, working out in the cold has made me very, very tired. And I think it's just a thing. I don't know if it is for you, but like working out in the cold, I get so fatigued and like sleepy. Like not just tired, I get sleepy. Like I just want to sleep, right?
I usually don't get sleep. I like because it pretty much wakes me up because I'm trying to like move around and not be so cold.
I'm talking about like after, like once you clock out and then like your body realizes like, oh, I've been on overdrive keeping myself warm and doing physical labor, and I get really sleepy.
I'm always sleepy.
Yeah, but last night I slept for almost 9 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in bed by like 7:30 p.m. Of course, my boomer schedule. Usually I'm up till 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I was in bed by...
That's still way too late for you.
Yeah, I know, right? I was in bed by 7:30 and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking loser. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh wow, I actually feel rested, kind of. So it's been interesting. Of course, it's something I've been doing for over 2 years, almost 3 years now. This boomer schedule, working 6 to 2s or 5 to 1s. I just don't... I don't know. I never thought it would be something I would have to get used to. And now that I'm used to it, I'm like, holy shit, I used to stay up until 4 a.m. every night? Like, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, once the sun sets, I'm like, well, there's the day.
Like, I can't do 4 a.m. anymore, but I'm constantly, even on, because, like, for instance, tomorrow, I'm scheduled 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Right.
I just know for a fact I'm not going to be in bed or asleep until after 12:30 in the morning.
Sure,
just
that's
because,
true. That's
true. I mean, could I lay down earlier? Absolutely. Could I sleep earlier? No.
Probably not. Your brain, yeah.
It's just, this motherfucker don't want to shut off. I keep him occupied by playing games or watching movies or, anything.
Those movies you really enjoy.
Yes,
right?
Yeah, no, it's great.
4K.
4K, 1080p.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually just bought a VR headset.
2 different resolutions. You
Game
did?
changing.
Really?
Game changing. Let me tell you.
Touch out and grab the movie in a way.
You can just give it a firm handshake.
Handshake. Use your hands firmly. After, of course, you piss yourself. But yeah, I guess that's the point I kind of wanted to end up on, is I went from working 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.s, second shift, doing warehouse work, to now working 6 to 2 or 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. type shift. And when I was working 3 to 11s, I would wake up at, 11 a.m., go to sleep at 4 or 5 a.m., and now it's the complete opposite.
That's honestly bonkers. I know when I get off of work at, I don't close a whole lot anymore, but, on nights where I have hockey, I get home 10, 11 at night, and I take a shower, and you'd think, I'm just like, man, I'm exhausted. I'm going straight to bed. No. I'm up for, maybe 2 to 3 hours after that, but not that late. That's just absurd.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I stayed up that late on purpose, with the exception of this past Monday, because I got off of work at fucking 1 in the morning.
Right.
So,
but
fucking shoot me.
Okay. Well, I'll do that, and I'll be right back.
Say hi. I won't be here. Sorry, though. Sorry, sweetie.
None taken.
What the fuck? We source news stories from the ether, and much like your typical boring, bland news about politics and other stupid shit that just makes you sad, that makes you wonder why you live in this godforsaken country, we source the funny news, the weird news, the fucked up shit that makes you say, what the fuck?
Exactly.
Because this news is worth knowing, rather than the same bland old bullshit that, Trump's president, Biden has dementia, Bernie Sanders finally is not sitting crisscross applesauce. I don't fucking know.
Bro.
What?
He didn't wear his mittens. He didn't wear the like
Thank you.
iconic mittens. That's what pissed me off.
That was my story.
I mean, the man's a legend in my eyes, but he didn't have the mittens on. That's something worth calling out.
Fucking
Where's
idiot.
your mittens? Can I buy them?
My first story is from ARS Technica.
Oh, okay.
Florida man
Florida man. Good start.
eats diet of butter, cheese, beef. Cholesterol oozes from his body.
Oh my god.
This is a diet I might need to try.
That sounds awesome. How does cholesterol ooze?
Well, high cholesterol is considered 240 milligrams over DL, whatever that means.
Daily limit?
Daily limit,
Yeah.
okay. This man's was over 1,000.
Holy shit.
So what could go wrong?
A gram of cholesterol?
Yep. What could go wrong with eating an extremely high-fat diet of beef, cheese, and sticks of butter? Well, for one thing, your cholesterol levels could reach such stratospheric levels that lipids start oozing from your blood vessels, forming yellowish nodules on your skin.
Fucking
Ugh.
ew.
That was the disturbing case of a man in Florida who showed up at a Tampa hospital with a 3-week history of painless yellow eruptions on the palms of his hands, soles of his feet, and elbows.
Ew.
His case was published today in whatever. The man, said to be in his 40s, told doctors that he had adopted a carnivore diet 8 months prior. His diet included between 6 and 9 pounds of cheese, sticks of butter, and daily hamburgers that had additional fat incorporated into them.
Wait, 9 pounds of cheese a day?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Since taking on this brow-raising food plan, he claimed his weight dropped, his energy levels increased, and his mental clarity improved. Well, you don't know until you try.
That's true.
Meanwhile, his total cholesterol level exceeded 1,000 milligrams. For context, an optimal total cholesterol level is under 200 milligrams daily, while 240 is considered to be the threshold for high. Cardiologists noted that prior to going on his fatty diet, his cholesterol had been between 210 and 300.
Sounds fair.
The cardiologist diagnosed the man with xanthelasma, a condition in which excess blood lipids ooze from blood vessels and form localized lipid deposits.
Fucking ew.
The escaped lipids would normally be taken up by roaming white blood cells called macrophages, but in cases with said condition, the amount of lipids is too large for the science is fucked. For the macrophages, which turn into foam cells with the excess cholesterol leading to visible deposits.
Ew.
The case study doesn't provide information on the man's outlook. However, the authors write that the case highlights the impact of dietary patterns on lipid levels and the importance of managing hypercholesterolemia to prevent complications. Didn't say he died or anything.
Nuts.
He just had he ate way too much.
I can only... So his entire body was seeping, like secreting fat?
Mm-hmm. Literal butterfingers.
That's disgusting.
He knows where the beef is.
Was it worth it? Was a little mental clarity worth the trip to an inpatient hospital to get your lipids looked at?
I mean, I've always said in the past, when the Porter County Fair came into town, I would always love to try fried butter. And I finally did one year. However, I'm pretty sure fried butter initially was just the stick, but I could be wrong. But it was just a ball of deep fried butter.
Oh God.
It was so fucking good.
Jesus Christ.
So fucking good. And then I got like a different fried platter, like fried Oreos, fried Snickers, fried Reese's. Holy fuck, I came in my mouth. It was so good.
Wow.
As my grandfather once said, and still says to this day, everything in moderation. I only had it once. I'm not like this Florida man.
Sure, that's true. That's true.
Who are you to judge me of what I put in my body?
When did I judge you?
I haven't even put you in my body yet.
Not yet. But how about after this
stop
story?
judging.
No, not yet.
Thanks.
From Fox 35 out of Orlando.
Fuck. We got Fox in here.
Fox 35, it's a local channel.
Oh.
Florida man, believe it or not, Florida man accused of whacking Walgreens manager in the face with a Bible on Easter Sunday.
Trying to get him Jesus.
This is a story from 2024 out of Clearwater Beach, Florida. Florida man was arrested after he allegedly whacked the Walgreens manager in the face with a Bible on Easter Sunday. Peter Owens, who's 35, was arrested and charged with felony battery after the incident unfolded at a Walgreens in Clearwater Beach. According to the arrest affidavit, Owens went to Walgreens to buy a pair of headphones and got into a verbal altercation with a store employee about them. How do you argue about headphones? Especially Walgreens ones. That's not even going to be good headphones. The store manager got involved and asked Owens to leave the store. That's when Owens used the brown Bible in his hand to allegedly whack her in the face before leaving the store. Police were able to find him and take him into custody. He told the police that he hit the store manager with his Bible because, quote, she was being rude to him. Wow, what a great excuse for violence, buddy. The affidavit said he did not mean to hit her, in air quotes. It sounds a bit strange considering you did.
If he didn't mean to, I guess.
I'm no lawyer. Owens was released the next day, posting his $5,000 bond. On the following day, after this happened, he was arrested again. Allegedly stealing men's shoes and a box of Cheez-Its from a Walmart on US 19 in Tarpon Springs.
Well, the man's is hungry and he wants to eat in
He's
style,
hungry, he's just recovering from that day in jail from hitting someone with a Bible, and he just had to steal some shoes and Cheez-Its. Can you blame the man?
I don't think I can.
I think the lawyers and judges will do that just fine.
Well, something's wrong with them.
Maybe. The affidavit said he grabbed the snack, took it into the bathroom with him before selecting a pair of shoes from the shelf, ripping the tag off them. Then he tried to put the shoes inside of his duffel bag. He walked out of the store, past all the aisles of sale. He was stopped by, of course, a loss prevention officer, who then alerted the police, and he is on, of course, or was, rather, on a $150 bond, which is confusing considering he was just on a $5,000 bond for felony battery. Seems a bit light, but yeah, that's the Bible thumping Florida man for you.
Well, praise Jesus. That's all I gotta say.
Fuck, I guess, man.
I had my story and then it just went away.
That's okay. You can get that right back.
This is from independent.co.uk.
Okay.
Mother discovers dirt in her children's mouths, only to find it's her father's ashes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Thinking it was dirt, the woman vacuumed up her father's ashes. A woman's extraordinary story about her father's ashes is going viral on TikTok. Monica Long, a single mother to 3 boys aged 14, 3, and 2, began recalling that she was cleaning dirt off her children's faces when she made the discovery.
Jesus Christ. Uh-oh.
The boys got Pawpaw, she said, referring to her 2 toddlers. They got him and they dumped him out all over my carpet, and I didn't realize it was Pawpaw, and I vacuumed him up.
Oh my
Long
God.
held up an empty cross-shaped container in the video with the label Pawpaw on it. They may have eaten some of him too, she continued in her video, which has more than 2 million views, because my son had the cap of the container in his mouth. Long managed to find humor in the situation as she later posted another video of her 2 toddlers standing next to the vacuum, which had their grandfather's ashes in it. The device also had a new label on it, Pawpaw. Quit messing with Pawpaw, she told her children as they held the vacuum. He's been through too much.
That's fucking insane. We all have a little Pawpaw in us, don't we?
Our house is wild. You never know what one day to the next is going to be like. My younger 2 are toddlers, so they're just getting into everything these days.
There's always one of them eating Grandpa. That's nuts.
They got Pawpaw.
They got Pawpaw. Oh my God. I was going to say, if the 14-year-old was involved with them eating Pawpaw, that's where it's an issue.
Yeah, that would have been an issue.
The 14-year-old
knows toddlers,
better.
they're like fucking...
Toddlers are fucking...
They're puppies.
They're dipshits.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Absolute morons. I've got one final story here for you, Kev, and the lovely listeners. Drunken Florida man arrested after shoveling spaghetti into his mouth and screaming outside of the Olive Garden. This comes from NBC 10 News. Naples, Florida. A drunken Florida man has been arrested after police said he was shoveling spaghetti into his mouth, yelling profanities at customers outside of the Olive Garden.
Free speech.
Well, yeah, I think you're... But isn't, like, disturbing the peace a thing?
Peace does not exist.
Well, yeah, you're right. Authorities told the newspapers that officers with the Naples Police Department responded to a disturbance call at the restaurant around 3:30 p.m. on Sunday. All of this happens on the Lord's Day for some reason. When they arrived, officers found the man sitting on a bench outside the restaurant, shirtless. He was allegedly asking... That's what's up, brother. He was asking customers for money and yelling profane words at them while shoveling spaghetti into his mouth with his bare hands. That's a beautiful image. I love that for you, brother.
Man's gotta eat.
Man's gotta eat and scream sometimes in public. When the officers asked what he was doing on the bench, authorities say his only response was, quote, muttering profanity.
At least he's honest.
At least he's truthful. True.
Even while drunk.
Yeah, that's true. The man also reportedly went inside and began yelling, "I could beat your ass," at the Olive Garden workers.
Hot.
Now that's where the crime starts. The man proceeded to ask the worker if he had male or female sex organs, which of course the worker responded by calling the authorities.
I mean, it's just a question.
It's
just for clarification.
I mean, it's sexual harassment though. That's unwanted.
So if I were to ask you, do you have a cock or balls cock or balls? Come on.
Some would hope I have both.
Do you have cock and balls or do you have vagina?
Well,
is that insensitive of me to ask of you?
It would be if you asked that to a stranger. I'm not a stranger to you.
Well, why do they have to be a stranger? You could be a stranger to me right now.
And if you were a stranger to me, I would ask, "What are you doing in my house?"
Oh yeah, sure.
And then answer, "It's cock and balls. I have no vagina." The man was arrested on charges of case wide open, disorderly intoxication. Before being placed in cuffs, he was given a paper towel to wipe the remaining spaghetti off of his face.
Oh, good. You don't want him going in there dirty.
Absolutely not. Could messy the cop car. In the back of the patrol car, he began to kick his legs back and forth and bang his head violently against the metal cage.
Oh my God.
He was then taken to the hospital for treatment on the self-caused injuries. He was charged with resisting an officer without violence. Not sure how you would do that.
Good.
And then released.
It wasn't violent.
Released on $2,000 bond, which I'm wondering how he got $2,000 if he was begging for money outside of an Olive Garden. That's my question. That's all I'm asking, really. It's like, how can you do both?
I mean, well,
unless he took a loan or something.
What I'm about to say might not come as a surprise to some people.
Okay.
But in terms like this, I'm not saying what he did was wrong,
I think it was.
Sorry, let me restart. I'm not saying what he did was right,
sure.
But there was no loss or harm to any person or property.
Except for the sexual harassment and
we're not talking
threats
about that.
of violence.
We're not talking about that.
So what are we talking about?
Listen.
Okay.
He didn't assault the officer who was trying to arrest him. He was going kind of spastic.
He went a little nutso. Yeah.
To me, you're spending a day in the drunk tank, and then I'm sending your ass home.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing about it.
And then maybe just tell him, like, hey, stay away from Olive Garden.
Or, yeah, you cannot go to this Olive. Go to a different one, but not this one.
Right.
That's all I would do as a cop.
The workers have had enough of you. Yeah.
And then I'd probably give him, a high five for saying a slur or something like that for, whatever he did.
I don't think there was
some profane
words. He
words
wasn't quoted of saying any slurs.
Well,
I think it was just profanities.
I do enjoy profanities, so I'd say,
sure.
That's what's up. Now get out of here.
And this is why, I think this is the second or third week in a row where I'm saying,
why I
this is why
cop.
You don't have a badge.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just because I understand the people,
You are a man of the people, Kev.
I am a man of the people.
That is true. You know what the people want?
Burning questions?
Burning questions. Gamers! Hello! We're back! If you're finished pissing in your pants, it's time for Burning Questions, where we go to everyone's second least favorite website, Reddit. Kevin, are you sleeping?
No, I'm fine.
Oh. Quick snooze. Quick nap.
Just
Oh, your nose was hurting.
Yeah.
From the cocaine.
No.
I mean,
Stop.
no, not that. I mean, what I meant to say was burning questions.
Yes, because they're so hot.
Omnipotent. Yeah, I know. Clean that up. You don't get a nosebleed. Question from user SAR2341. How many bones would you sacrifice if you got $1 million apiece?
One. My peanut.
There's no bones in there.
It is a bone.
That's not a bone. No. I hate to break it to you.
God damn it, what did Deadpool say?
I don't know.
There are 206 bones in the human body. 207 if I'm watching Gossip Girl.
Hell yeah.
How many bones would I sacrifice for $1 million?
For $1 million bucks each.
Oh, for each
bone? $1 million a bone. I would honestly say, because how many bones are there in a toe? Is it 2 bones? Because it's like a thumb. Toes are like thumbs, right? So there would be 2 bones per toe?
You know what?
I never took anatomy to the point where I was counting bones, so I could be wrong.
Break 5 bones of your choosing on me. I'm fine with that. I get $5 million. Just break whatever you want. Break me. It's fine.
Skull, kneecap, femur.
Okay, well, I wasn't asking you.
Oh, I was just saying hypothetically, like
what
the
you
most
would do to me?
devastating bones would be.
Disturbing.
Yeah. Well, you asked. I'm just saying, like, if the middle toe, because you need your big toe and pinky toe for balance. But the middle toe, what the fuck is it doing there? Not much. Or maybe I would go ring toe. The 4th toe.
You see what the middle finger does?
I don't know what that means.
You'll find out later.
Awesome. Yeah, the 4th toe, the ring toe, I would say if there's 1 or 2 bones, doesn't matter because I'll make a couple mil. Take both. Take both 4th toes, and I'll make a couple mil. Those seem like the least damaging bones, right?
Yeah.
The rest of them seem pretty necessary. Maybe like this part of the finger, like the last bendy bit.
The little tip.
Yeah, the tip. Because that's a separate bone, right? That's a separate bone. So, like, maybe the ring finger tip I could get rid of for $1 million.
Or how many ribs do you have? Typically.
That's a good question.
10?
Count them. 1.
Is it like 5 on each side?
2, 3. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So hypothetically,
7 or
6
8?
or 7 or 8, so anywhere between 12 and 16 ribs.
Generally speaking.
Break them.
All of them?
$16 million for a broken rib cage.
Honestly, for $16 million, you could probably get a cybernetic rib cage.
Yes.
And then I
just changed my answer.
Or you could just break a rib.
Or all of them. I'd be loaded.
The ribs protect all of your vital organs, though.
Yeah, so then just wrap it in bubble wrap or something.
What I mean is they support them staying where they are.
Okay, cool.
Not
So they break, and then
be...
instantly I get something put in there. And that'll take...
man.
It probably sounds like an expensive procedure, so I'd say that'd eat up $2 million of it.
And then what, you've
got
fine.
14
I'm left?
14.
10 to 14 left?
I'm so fine with that.
I'll just stick maybe with the toes and fingers I was talking about. End up with maybe $5 million. Okay, as long as we're square. And you'll be richer than me, so that means you have to give me money so it evens out.
I guess.
Yeah. It's all part of the AK219 contract. If Kevin's richer than me, he's got to give me enough to make it square. Question from user EndItAll14. Would you... Huh?
Nothing.
Say again?
No, nothing.
Would you rather make $30 an hour working for someone else or $20 an hour working for yourself? Self-employed.
Self-employed.
$20 an hour is not what it was a decade and a half ago. That's not really a livable wage. Like, I couldn't afford my house and utilities on $20 an hour, so there's no way. Even though I would like to just be self-employed and maybe do this for a living.
Yeah, you see, but what wage anymore is livable? Like
25 plus.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if you waste 8 years of your life in college and you get some sort of bullshit degree. They don't care if you have it or not. You still ain't going to get the fucking job.
Well, the job market is pretty dog shit. It has been for several years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I couldn't live off of 20, so it would have to be the 30 option. Even though I hate working for other people.
I'm doing $20 an hour. I'm self-employed.
Uh-huh.
I am a Twitch streamer.
Good.
And I have countless people watching me,
right.
donating me money. I have sponsorships. So on top of the $20 an hour I make working for myself, I'm making excess money elsewhere. You're making a lot more money,
sure.
So that's what I'm doing.
Unless it's implying that it caps at 20 and you can make no more.
It does not say that, does it?
But it didn't say, it didn't specify. So maybe you've got a great point.
I do. That's what I'm doing. I'm going pro.
You're going pro?
In Rocket League.
You'd have to go semi-pro first.
Dude, oh my God.
What happened?
Speaking of Rocket League, I had one of the craziest. I saved the replay of it and I forgot to take a video of it with my phone. I literally made these kids forfeit. Me and my buddy Brian were playing earlier. And the score, like, after I scored it, the score was only 2-1. And there was 3 minutes left in the game.
Right.
And they just left. Because
How do you make them forfeit off of a 2-1 tiebreaker?
The ball got hit off the wall and it was coming towards the net. And you see me just speeding up, looking like I'm just going to hit it, like no thoughts in my brain. I'm just going to hit the ball.
Yeah.
But I drive up to it and I stop. And the guy who came to, like, defend me jumped in front of the ball, missing the ball, and then that's just right there wide open. So I came up to the ball here.
Yeah.
I came up, stopped. He went this way.
Flew
and then all I
over
did
it.
was hit it into the net.
Jesus.
Oh my, I literally...
That's so embarrassing.
I wasn't screaming, but I'm like, I'm like, Brian, did you see that shit? And then they left and we both just started pissing ourselves laughing. Yeah, I'm going pro in Rocket League.
Good. Well, this whole episode has been about pissing ourselves, so that only fits. Question from user Anything Complex. $1.
Bless you.
God bless my soul. Thank you. $1 every minute spent in bed awake, meaning the 8 hours you spend asleep in bed don't count, but you have to spend, if you choose to accept it, you make money by spending time in bed awake. And if anyone's doing math at home, $1 a minute is $60 an hour. That's a pretty good wage. All you have to do is stay in bed awake.
Typically, I do bed rot most days I'm off.
Sure.
Whether it be just I don't want to get out of bed, I'm laying there watching TikToks or I'm watching movies or anything of that nature. I could go probably a good 3 hours in one lay sesh.
And I didn't see anything saying you couldn't do that whilst also being employed still, or like taking breaks to stand up and stretch and go use the restroom or something, grab food. So of course I'm going to take that, because instead of sitting on my couch when I'm idle, lounging, doom scrolling, whatever, I would just go on my bed instead and then just make passive money. That just seems like an easy no-brainer, right?
I wish it was as easy like that.
Yeah. Anyone out there willing to pay us $1 per minute while we spend awake in bed? Hit us up. We're willing to cut a deal.
I will even though this goes against the question, I've seen it on TikTok plenty of times, and I always wonder why people tune into it and the fact that they're actually sending them money while people go on live while they're asleep.
I've seen that, yeah.
Oh
my God, have you seen the one where he's sleeping and like people are live chatting and everything and someone donates, so it does the TTS, it does the text to speech, and they're like, hey Alexa, what's my address? And it does it over text to speak. And then his Alexa in his room is like, hi, your address is, and then of course it doxes him and he wakes up screaming, freaking out. And it's like, well, yeah, no shit. Why do you have TTS on?
Oh man.
Your fucking speakers with an Alexa in the room while you're sleeping? That's dumb. Are you fucking dumb?
He might be.
Question from user Morphe2222. You can have $1 million, or you flip a coin, and if you win, you get $1 billion. What do you take?
It's a 50-50 chance.
A
So if I do the
50-50
coin
chance.
and I lose, I get nothing.
You get nothing. And we all know our luck.
Well, if there's two of us in a room and
Right.
one coin,
Yes.
I'm taking that chance because one of us is going to get it. But if it's just me,
Mathematically, the statistics are still 50% for you, 50% for me. But
it's still...
okay, here's the thing. If you're allowed to flip a coin and we can both bet on it, you say heads, I say tails, one of us will always get the $1 billion. But if we have to individually flip and choose, it's going to be 50% for each of us. Mathematically,
Fuck it.
we average out to 500 million.
I know my luck is
Luck-wise,
shit. My luck is absolute shit with anything in life. But
do you take the gamble or do you take $1 million and live comfortably for a couple decades?
you go big or you go home. So
That's
I'm
true.
flipping that fucking coin.
I'm flipping the goddamn coin too, baby. We either both become billionaires, one of us does, and we both become half billionaires, as long as nothing goes awry,
Yeah.
or we both remain poor.
And homeless.
Which,
This
why
is all
not?
a green screen.
Yeah,
We're outside.
it's been green screen. We're very cold right now.
That's why I'm still in my jacket.
Yeah. Anyways, if you have a coin you want us to flip and are willing to sacrifice $1 billion, hit us
Please
up.
hit us up.
Please. I beg. I'm begging.
Beg you on my show.
Helga, help me.
Help me.
From question user patron Saint Denial. Okay. I was
There you
reading
go.
it as one word. Don't miss. You missed. Good job. What's a small decision you made that changed your life significantly? I would say, especially over the last maybe 3 years, 2 or 3 years, especially doing so much online content creation between AK219, my own channel. Kevin and I have been working with my dad on different radio shows and podcasts for damn near a decade now. I, over the last couple years, have kind of made it a habit to not let shit get to me, you know? Whether it's like, oh, this YouTube video didn't do as well as these other ones. Like, I'm not going to let that get to me because, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because I had fun making it. I had fun editing it, as much fun as editing can be. But, like, the little things like that, like numbers, analytics, negative comments, like, you just can't let that get to you. And that translates perfectly to real life, too, because whether it's constructive criticism or just hate comments, you got to know how to take it right. And I feel like that's only something I've recently become comfortable with and successful at doing, is just like, if someone's being shitty to you, chances are maybe they've had a shitty day, maybe they're just a shitty person, you can't take that personal. Or B, they're trying to give constructive criticism, maybe it's coming off in the wrong way, but you have to know how to internalize that as, taking it maybe not as they presented it, but as what they could have intended of like, hey, maybe I can do this thing better. I mean, that takes a lot of skill and patience, but I feel like I've gotten much better at that,
I do know what you're saying.
And also pissing myself. I've gotten really good at pissing myself. Constantly. I haven't had a dry pair of underwear in 13 years.
Let me think. There's really not a whole lot that I think about or do with my life. So...
Hockey? Gaming? I mean...
Well...
This
you
show?
See, I made a New Year's resolution to stop getting so angry at hockey.
It is not February yet.
I know, I understand this, but I started this New Year's resolution before the new year, and
Okay.
I was doing good. And honestly, like, I'll still get like a little upset, sure, but like I didn't pull myself out of the game. I didn't take my head out of the game mentally
Sure.
and shit like that. But last night in Crown Point was just not a good night. And in instances like that, I'm just like, man, I just really wish I was home. I always think that. I'm just like, I don't want to be here anymore. But then just some other bullshit happened last night to where, I slammed my stick. I was screaming profanities.
Yeah.
Tenfold. I was fucking over it.
Tenfold.
I was fucking thousandfold, whatever. Yeah, I was fuck you,
Yowza, brother.
fuck this, fuck that, motherfucker, pussy, bitch, cunt, cocksucker, fucking. I was. Oh, brother.
Not that we're monetized, but if we ever are, this episode won't be.
Well, that whole editing right there, that's so easy. Just a long bleep. You're fine.
But then people are going to think you said something worse than you did, and that's where it becomes a problem.
No, words like that always get censored. They wouldn't think I'd say something like the N-word.
Right.
You know.
You'd fucking hope.
Which I won't.
I also hope.
Here.
I hope ever, maybe, would be ideal.
But anyway, I was on a good streak of not getting upset and pulling myself out of the game. But last night, I'm not going to say it was an exception because it's not. I shouldn't be doing it. But, then I go back to thinking, I've been playing the sport for as long as I've been, and I really don't see much improvement, but everyone's always like, oh, Kev, you've gotten so much better, this or that. But ever since I could remember playing sports in my youth until now, I've been a part of a couple decent teams, and one of them won the championship last year in Valpo.
That's pretty bueno.
And don't get me wrong, I love everybody on my team. They're great guys. I've known them for a long time. I just love hanging out with them. We make a good team. But the on-ice play is fucking horrible. I am always on the worst team in any sport, in any league, in any fucking pickup shit. The worst team. And that makes me think that I have to be better than what I think I am. So I can pick up slack from my teammates. And then when it doesn't go that way, I get pissy.
So you set your own expectations unreasonably high?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know the skill in front of me is not.
Subpar, right. Not that I'm calling these guys out that I don't even know.
I don't want to call them out either, but sometimes they just make questionable plays.
Sure.
When I'm just standing there in net. Like even, I think, last week in Crown Point, we had a guy come out and sub for us. Not the best skater, but like if you're a defenseman with the puck and they're pressuring you, when in doubt, get it out.
Sure.
Use the boards. The boards are your friend. Look for an outlet pass. Don't just fucking not look and send the pass into the middle of the ice
to where
one of the other players can intercept it and immediately score on me. I'm like, well, I mean, nothing I can do about that shot. Yeah. I could have saved it, but I didn't because he just fucking gave it to him.
Right. Yeah.
That shit just fucking pisses me off.
Could be a personal growth moment, though, of setting realistic expectations for personal growth, perhaps.
Something like that, I guess.
Oh, well. With that in mind, that was the last question we have for you today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. You got a little bit of real talk at the end there.
Thanks for being here. Yeah, you did, unexpectedly.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks. Bye.
Take it easy.
Have a good one. If you have answers to these questions that are separate and different, hit us up. Bye.
Don't forget to piss your pants either.
Piss your pants at home and in public.
All right, bye.